Hello and welcome to the Income Property Seminar Introduction. I'm Scott Tonges, your instructor. Now, maybe you know the TV program Pawn Stars or the show American Pickers. The key to their success can be defined as understanding value, what something is worth at retail. So you buy it wholesale, sell it for retail, and you buy a $500 item for, say, $200, and that equals a $300 profit. But as you've probably observed, it takes years to learn what these folks do, and this is a very high volume business in order to make it worthwhile. What if you could do this with homes? Make $30,000 instead of $300. It's a better use of your time, and instead of years of experience, what if you could apply a simple formula to understand what to pay in order to sell and make a profit? You see shows all the time that make this look kind of easy, but with a lot of sheetrock dust, as you've probably seen. The challenge here is that there aren't many of these properties out there, and the demand for them is very high. Most casual investors can't compete with professional flippers who might make 25 all-cash offers a week to find one or two homes they can buy cheaply enough to make a good profit. Now, there's a formula they use, by the way, that you'll learn in this seminar, and you must know it if you want to do this, or you'll lose more than your shirt. Instead, let's look at a move-in ready home. What if you could invest $2,500 and make $11,500 in short order, then $25,000 more when it sells, and never even own it? And I never really liked this house, to be honest. The bedrooms were too small and the backyard sloped too much, but nonetheless, that's how it worked out. And believe me, there are a lot more of these than fixers. At this live course, you'll learn the secret formula the house flippers use, just in case, and how to make money with pretty homes, say $5,000 to $25,000 and more, without banks or even owning these homes. But that's just the start. Most people think about real estate investing the way they think about bears. Pretty frightening. Because they don't know bears can be funny and playful, like the one we got to know, and you'll meet him at the class, well, at least pictures anyway, to make a point. What if you could take a shortcut to make money with real estate that would save you 40 years of real estate investing research, trial, and error? Assemble every guru get-rich in real estate idea into one session. Understand value in minutes on any property type with one simple formula, and use it in the same way like the American Pickers and Pawn Star folks do for small items. What if you could understand homes and commercial properties to profit from them? And what if you could become a confident investor and even start without cash, credit, or loans? What if you could make money in real estate and do so with an end goal of having a passive income from a portfolio of properties, 1, 2, or even more, like a 20-unit apartment that would net you $75,000 a year in passive income, a 1 to 4 unit office building or similar size retail strip center that would generate the same amount, about $75,000 a year. Or you could own one retail center and one warehouse as an example, and make $150,000 a year. That's $12,500 that comes into your mailbox every month. Now, you'll learn the 3-step cash cow plan, as I've come to call it, which is how to first stay away from banks, skip the down payments and even the earnest money to earn seed capital with zero investment or risk anywhere in the country, and you can do this from home on your computer. Now, you could just stop here and do this, and you'll learn how to do it in this course. But you'll also learn how to invest in a first income property and do it wisely and confidently. Then you'll learn how to create a portfolio, even using that first property to buy more, to create for yourself passive rental income or mailbox money. Now, you don't need an encyclopedia of knowledge to be a successful real estate investor. You just need the Cliff's Notes of ideas that you'll be learning here, and a few tricks you'll also be learning. In this course, I'll dispel old ways of thinking about real estate, like it takes money to make money. This is false. It takes risk to make money with real estate. That's false too. That you need a lot of knowledge to be good at it. No, you just need a good checklist. You might think that it's too complicated. Well, no, one formula rules all investment real estate. And you might think there are no opportunities where you live. Well, no, you can make money anywhere in the country with a computer without leaving your house, and I'll show you some real examples and that you can do it. What you'll learn at this course will be valuable if you want to become a real estate investor or gain the confidence to help investors if you're an agent, or advance your current real estate investments. If you want to extend your income options outside your own geographic area without travel and without even ownership of properties. Or if you'd just like to add $25,000 to $50,000 to your income this year without risking or investing any serious money. And you'd consider becoming an investor if you could generate the capital to invest without cost or risk in doing so. Since 1976, I've been taking notes about all things real estate. My crazy career path I attribute to what I call my career attention deficit disorder. About every 7 years average, I focused on a different income property type because I got tired of doing one thing all the time. And I finally came up with a revelation about the simplicity of all income real estate. This unusual career path included starting in 1976 through 1982, I was an apartment broker with CBRE, now the world's largest commercial real estate service firm. Then I developed an office building property. Then I did more property brokerage, shopping centers, office buildings. Then I built a property management company, which eventually managed 1,882 apartments and 550,000 square feet of commercial space covering 5 cities. And it grew from 2 people to 100 employees over 5 years. So I learned a lot about the property management business. And in 1991, I began industrial brokerage and then got into hotels and motels and did that for 8 years. But it wasn't until later that I built a small residential brokerage firm because I learned some interesting things about houses. And then in the early 2000s, I started investing in houses, then later in small commercial deals. And today I do personal investing, consulting, and educational material development. It was after I'd become a house investor starting in the early 2000s that it dawned on me that my knowledge from 25 years dealing in every area of income properties, commercial and apartments, could be simplified, and that the house guru ideas could be applied to make more money with small commercial income properties. I had stumbled upon the fact that I could reverse engineer what savvy house investors did and apply these ideas to small income properties. And it's a lot easier to do it with them than with homes, and there's a lot more opportunities. So why learn these ideas? Well, if you're an agent, you may want to learn to help others with more ways to solve problems. But it's also knowledge that lets you be dependent just on yourself. Also, few people know these methods, so there's far less competition. And there's far less competition with small income properties than there is with houses. And you can earn seed capital to start, then become an owner-investor later if you like. And you can create greater financial security and do this part-time. So why learn about income properties? Well, as I mentioned, there's greater opportunities. There's larger profit potential. There's a lot of cash buyers, so when you get rid of a property, you can make money quickly without worrying about loan processing. They're actually very simple, as you'll learn. Few people understand them, even many people that own small income properties, as I've learned over the years. So this allows you to fish in a big pond with very few other fishermen. You can build a high cash flow portfolio repeating a very simple process if you wish to go that far. This creates an end game with cash flow and no more deal making, and you'll also learn how to avoid foolhardy investing. Some of the folks I knew and worked with and studied, like George, telling me while on board his $12 million Gulfstream jet that anyone can do what he does even on a small scale, like starting with a $200,000 warehouse. Now, I call what they did and my approach to investing that I developed and duplicating some of the success they had, cash cow investing. So let me introduce you to a few of my many teachers. First, there was George Abla. Now, George primarily invested in big warehouses. Now, this is his $12 million Gulfstream jet. This isn't some stock photo. This is really his plane. Inside, he had a $4 million art collection. And that's part of the collection there, all on board the plane. And when I first met George, this is our first meeting place. That's a pretty impressed place. And you start to listen to people like that when they give you some ideas. Then there was Jerry Moore, who made his money in shopping centers. And he did neighborhood shopping center fix-ups. This is really Jerry's home in Houston, and he had a 24-car garage to go with a 200 collector car collection that he owned of Rolls Royces and Duesenbergs. He sold most of his real estate holding many years back and cashed out for about $125 million, and I helped Jerry buy shopping centers. This is Darby Suter, who was a friend of 25 years and who started with small apartments, now helping him expand from about 176 units to over 740 units of apartment buildings, to which he had a very narrow market niche market that he worked in. Now, these weren't glamorous or high-end properties, but basic bread and butter type properties. And with the cash flow that he generated from these apartments, he ended up buying 150 houses over a number of years. Then he eventually sold everything out. I remember having lunch with him one day when he was down to his last 8 houses. When it was all said and done, he cashed out for $50 million into cash and stocks. And I can't leave out Ron, who taught me how to profit from homes without banks or loans or even down payments, or even owning them. You can learn a lot from a guy who's done over 2,000 house deals since 1982 and would not walk into a bank for a loan if you put a gun to his head. So you must be asking, why should I care about real estate guys with private jets and millions in assets, yada, yada, I know. Because this level of success leaves clues, and you can benefit enormously from even 1 or 2 ideas you can learn from them, in this case through me, because remember, I do take notes. And except for Ron, whom I'm still in contact with, these men are gone now, but their knowledge survives, and it's not about their stuff or their jets or their cash. It's about what they knew that you can learn and apply for your own real estate success at any level that you wish. These men were all doing the same thing, by the way, just with different property types, and this does apply to you. You pass by opportunities every day: homes, offices, shopping strips, warehouses, commercial condos, even lodging properties. And what they did is just the tip of the iceberg of a rainbow of opportunities you can learn to understand and profit from, and you'll learn at this seminar. It works the same at any price level, by the way. You'll learn the steps I took that turned this vacant fourplex into a $38,000 payday. I had zero investment, I didn't borrow from anybody, and there was no risk, and I did it all from 200 miles away, and I never fixed up the property. You'll see this simple 1-minute calculation that let me contract to buy this office condo, then sell that contract in 4 days and earn $25,000. And I've never seen the property to this day, and I've never met the buyer or the seller to this day as well. In short, you'll learn at this course the one simple formula that applies to all income property types. You'll learn how to get a mortgage or control a property without a credit check. You'll learn how to make money with zero investment or risk to earn seed capital so that you can become an investor and a property owner if that's what you wish to do. You'll learn how to make money with deals in which you put down 1% or even zero. You'll learn how to invest wisely in both homes and commercial deals. And you'll learn how to control properties for less than $100 that you can assign for thousands. So what to look for and what to stay away from is also part of what you'll be learning. Now, I've distilled a lot of complex ideas in some simple steps to become a very smart investor. You can choose what you want to take from this course, as you'll learn how to earn an extra $25,000 to $50,000 or more in the coming year. You'll learn one simple trick to profit from a rent house that you either live in or a family member lives in. Yes, a house that you rent. You'll learn that you can become a profitable house investor. You can also become a multi-property owner if you wish. And if you're an agent, you can learn some profitable solutions for your own clients. So bring some questions if you like. I'll show you how to create passive cash flow, $1,000 a month or $20,000 a month if you wish. This course is a shortcut to learn real estate in a way very few people will ever see. And one final note, this course is the Colorado State approved for 4 hours of continuing ed credit for Colorado agents, and you'll get your certificate at the end of the course. So I'll see you at the seminar. Seating really is limited, so just click on the bar below and you'll be taken to the online sign-up page. I'll see you there, and here's to your success.